The first type of examples that we're going to work through today are for adding polynomials. And in order to add, we basically just combine the like terms. Notice that I have each of my polynomials in parentheses, and then there is a plus sign between them. That's indicating our addition. So in order to combine our like terms, I want to identify those first. So I see an x to the third as my biggest power, my degree term, and I also have an x to the third here, so I'm going to combine those. 4x to the third. The next thing I want to look for is squared terms, and I see a 2x squared and a negative 10x squared. That's going to be a negative 8x squared. Then I have plain x terms, actually just one, so I'll bring that down as negative x. And finally, my constants, negative 7 and a positive 8. And so those will combine to be a positive 1. And so this is our simplified, everything combined polynomial. Let's go ahead and identify a few attributes of this polynomial: the degree, the type, and the leading coefficient. We're not going to do anything with this information other than just identify it in this lesson. We will talk about it much more extensively in the next lesson. So our degree is 3 because my biggest exponent is a 3. Based on a degree of 3, this is a cubic. And finally, my lead coefficient is this 4 that's in front of the x to the third term. So leading coefficient is 4. I'd like you to go ahead and do problem number 2 on your own and then come back here and see how you did. All right, so you should have identified our biggest term, the one that we want to write first, as this 9y to the third, and that's the only y to the third term. I see a 3y squared and a negative 5y squared, which gives me negative 2y squared. I have a negative 2y and a positive y, which will be a negative 1y, or we would just write as negative y. And then finally, a positive 1 and a negative 4 will give me this negative 3. Degree, just like the last one, was 3, which makes it a cubic polynomial, and my leading coefficient is this 9 in front of the y to the third term, or sorry, actually down here in this final answer.